Helene came through our city and caused a good amount of damage to our beautiful city. This affected all of us, but at the end of the day, we are North Carolinians and we got this. We won't be stopped. We can't be stopped.
In fact, tap in and subscribe because I'm about to do the unthinkable and make Halloween orange candy apples with the only thing that I have to cook on, and that's a charcoal grill. Honey child, you got the best candy apple recipe in town.
This is Candy Apple TV with DIY Queen Diva. Okay, we up in here with no power. Due to the hurricane. I don't have regular sugar, so I'm going to use this pure cane. We're going to see what it do, and I'm going to put this on the grill. Okay, so this is 3 cups of pure cane sugar. Now I'm holding this camera. I'm trying to make it do what it do. Okay. So I'm going to use my other pot. I'm not going to use my good pot on the grills. This is my candy apple recipe for small batches. 3, 2, 1. 3 cups of sugar, 2 cups of water, and 1 cup of corn syrup. Can't believe I'm doing this. Okay. And 2 cups of water. Sorry about that. So 2 cups of water. And then, hold on, let me put my camera down because I gotta get the corn syrup. And y'all ain't never saw no hurricane candy apples, and this is my 1 cup of light corn syrup. We're gonna do what it do. Okay, what my flavoring? Because I ain't gonna be out there. I'm gonna use butter vanilla, ain't got no alcohol in it. Go ahead and stir this up. I'm gonna have to get my candy thermometer on this one. I'm gonna stir it up. So I'm using that pure cane sugar, so that's why I have that tinted color. So usually I just use, regular sugar, regular white sugar. Have you ever played Truth or Dare and dared your own self like I just did? Making these candy apples on a charcoal grill? Let me know down in the comments. Go ahead and add some butter vanilla. Okay. That temperature rising. It's rising now. It's rising. Let me go get my daughter because she's gonna have to help me. I can feel this heat. Okay, y'all, this is my grill. I went and got me a little cheap grill. And I'm gonna put this on here. Y'all hear that sizzle. You can see you can see that heat down in there. It was flaming up, so we're gonna see what this do. Okay, we're gonna see what it do. It's getting hot, so I'm gonna have to go get my mittens to pull this up off the grill. There we go. Okay, this sucker bubbling. It's getting hot fast. I hadn't been keeping up with the time, but it's much faster on this darn grill, I tell you that. So we got our candy boiling. Okay, so I'm letting my daughter hold this camera. Hold that camera. Get your hands out the way. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my color because once this reaches 300 degrees, I ain't gonna be able to do what I do, So we trying to. I barely got some white in here, but I'm gonna make some orange. Make sure guys, make sure you have some white gel food coloring. This is what I can grab in the dark. And this is my orange Hobby Lobby. The white was Hobby Lobby's too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this color. I ain't even got to stir this. It look like it's, Let's put some more orange in it. There we go. I'm about out of this orange as well. This is orange Hobby Lobby. I ain't even got to stir it. Look how I do need to stir it. I see something. Hold up. Be careful. Let me put my YouTube disclaimer up. Do not try this at home. Forgot I'm on the darn grill. Okay, I stirred this up a little bit. We're gonna have some orange candy apples. We got them North Cackalacky hurricane candy apples. So it still does like a regular stove. It stays stuck. at 220 for a minute, so it's at its boiling point. So it's gonna take a minute to rise, but it does still do like the stove. I thought it was just gonna zoom on up there, but this is interesting. This, you know, I'm a scientific person, so I gotta see for myself if it's gonna work. I don't want to hear if it's gonna work or not. Let me do it. Let me just try it. And it does look like this sucker is getting where it's supposed to be. Okay, we are at the 300 mark here. Hold the camera. Hold the phone. Okay, give me the apple. Give me the apple. I know this thing hot. I'm gonna just put this down and clean it up later. Oh shoot. I ain't gonna be able to do that. Put the camera down. Let's see. Kinda ain't that camera. No, go back. Go back some. That way. Like, yeah, there you go. It's gonna be the picture. I'm gonna re-dip this because I just feel like I need to get a good dip. Take it off.
If you are enjoying this orange candy apple tutorial, make sure you hit that subscribe, comment, and like button.
Trick or treat. Trick or treat. No bubbles.
The United States in the past 20 years, at least 166 fatalities across the Southeast. Later today, President Biden will be in North Carolina to meet with some storm survivors as they try repairing their communities and getting back up on their feet. At least 57 of those who died are from Buncombe County, North Carolina. That's where Asheville is. People in some parts of the state are trapped in their neighborhoods. No cell service, no electricity, let alone, think about food and water, necessities. News Nation's Mills Hayes joining us live near Asheville this morning. Mills, good morning to you. The president will take an aerial tour today. You had the rare exclusive chance to hop in a helicopter on a mission to take supplies to those who need it most.
Hey, good morning. That's right. Well, when that storm came through, it made the river behind me rise so high that floodwater rushed over the highway over there onto this business. It's now completely unrecognizable. But this is a scene that we have seen really all across western North Carolina, just widespread destruction. And we were able to get an aerial view of that destruction just yesterday. And that's the same view that President Biden will get later today.
Crest of the Swannanoa River here in Asheville, North Carolina, and we greatly exceeded that forecast. The original forecast, 21 feet, and the crest at 27 feet. Still coming up a bit more this afternoon. Look at this behind me. This is the highest crest in history, actually dating back to well before 1920 with one of the other records. And this is what it looks like here in Asheville near Biltmore Village. For reference, that building that you see sticking out of the water down there, that is a Wendy's. So if you were in that Wendy's, it would be well over your head. It is just the roof of that peeking out. If you look farther down here, you can see that the water is just flowing. It's not just kind of standing, it is flowing still. There's a lot of debris.
Us today. I spent yesterday in western North Carolina, and I'll be returning again this afternoon. Our emergency responders are continuing to rescue people and rush aid to the mountains. The challenges are immense, but our joint response effort has and will continue to be massive. No matter who or where you are in western North Carolina, if you need help, we are working around the clock to reach you. Yesterday, I talked with first responders and healthcare workers whose actions have been heroic. and I thanked volunteers who are helping in every way they can. We know the devastation brought by Hurricane Helene is beyond belief. Communities were wiped off the map. Dozens of lives lost. Hundreds of roads remain damaged or impassable. Communication has been difficult due to cell phone and power outages. Many people were waiting for days trying to get in touch with loved ones, and thankfully many of them have, but some of them are still waiting. Access to water is difficult for many people. Across the region, more than 460,000 customers are without power, down from a peak of more than 1 million. More than 1,100 people are being housed in 29 shelters. We're working together to open more major routes to push supplies forward while repairing roads, utilities, and communications. I-40 East from Asheville is now open, and I-40 West into Asheville will be opening this morning. But we continue to ask people to stay off the roads in western North Carolina unless travel is necessary. It's still dangerous on many roads, and your presence can impede rescue and recovery efforts that are underway. We're continuing to urge and help cell phone carriers to get cell phone service back up, and it's steadily returning. Utility companies are also working around the clock to get power back on. Yesterday, I went to the staging area in Asheville where our National Guard has been deploying to western North Carolina counties hundreds of thousands of pounds of food, water, and other supplies. Those life-saving items are helping people across the entire region, including airlifts to communities that are not reachable by road. FEMA is working with us on the ground, in addition to other help. They've delivered about 1 million liters of water and more than 600,000 meals to North Carolina so far. The North Carolina Department of Transportation is working to reopen more roads, first by clearing debris and finding ways around major damage until repairs can be made. And we're grateful to the dozens of states and federal teams that have sent line workers, equipment, supplies, swiftwater rescue teams that, along with local, state, and National Guard, have rescued hundreds of people and many pets. I've briefed President Biden and Vice President Harris each on 2 occasions, and they have committed every resource available to this recovery. I appreciate the President's quick approval of our major disaster declaration this weekend and his direction that FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell will continue to be here on the ground. She's here with us today. And now more than 57,000 North Carolinians have already applied for FEMA individual assistance, and they are already beginning to receive funds. To apply for FEMA assistance, go online to disasterassistance.gov, download the FEMA app, or call 1-800-621-3362. The telephone line is open every day, and help is available in most languages.
Thank you, Governor Roy Cooper. If you have enjoyed this Candy Apple tutorial, make sure you stay tuned to watch my next Candy Apple tutorials coming up right here on Candy Apple TV. I'll see you in a few seconds over in my next video.